What would I do if I didn't love you, babe? I pick up whenever you call.
Hello, Whack.
In the parking lot in Tucson.
Hey, husband.
Are you in the fan with the roof on? I put it like Jimmy Neutron.
Hey guys, this is my husband John,
This is my wife, Shar.
and together we are
The
Bonhams. Today we are talking about something I feel like everybody can relate to. Keyword relate. That's something that gets in the algorithm. Relate.
Getting your shit together.
Getting your shit together late.
Yeah.
What's considered
Better late
late?
than never.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like over 30?
It's all relative.
Relative to what?
I mean, how old you are, right? Like, I'm sure if you would have gotten it together at 28 and you saw most of your friends having their stuff seemingly together from like early 20s on, then you probably felt like you got your shit together late.
Right. I think just talking from our experience, we both have a certain level of privilege. Your privilege is different from my privilege. My privilege is
Okay.
my privilege is I did have, my parents that set me up for success in a black community. Now, I still had things counting against me. However, it's nothing worse than having all the things that my parents went through, so I wouldn't have to go through it and to still go through it worse. Like, just by being hard-headed. That's wild. That's wild. And having that light bulb go off after I had my daughter, and then after getting married, it went off.
Yeah, I had a much better head start probably than I ended up taking advantage of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a late bloomer as far as I mean, you could argue I still don't have my shit totally together.
Nobody does.
No, I think like I think it's I don't know, like it's kind of a fallacy, right? The older you get, like you have it together more than you did, but you realize how much better you could be doing.
Yes.
I mean, getting the basics done though, like it does feel good to get that together. Better later than never, as far as like getting caught up on your bills, being able to like navigate your way financially through things so you're not just completely stressed out all the time and struggling and robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Would you say honestly that you had a certain level or a certain form of financial literacy from your parents? Yes or no?
No, not really. No, probably not in like the global sense.
Like, what is it that they set you up for? Like
how to balance a checkbook was really like it, which is for all intents and purposes irrelevant.
Now, we know damn well that his parents taught him more and gave him more tools than just to balance a checkbook. But I digress.
Well, I mean, not the balancing of it, but like the checkbook part.
Yeah. I remember that was a thing. I actually had a class in high school called International Checking and Balancing, which I aced. I had that financial literacy, but it didn't connect in any brain wave in my skull.
I don't know. I knew better. I just did dumb shit.
Yep. I blew money real bad. I think the one thing that I had for a long time that I didn't appreciate because I purchased young for my house was buyer's remorse early on. Like by that time, 20-ish, all my friends was getting like apartments and not knowing I'm sitting on something that's like growing in value, but I'm having to repair because I bought a fixer-upper and did not know the value of it. And I'm pouring all this money into it, and when my friends want to go out and they want to hang, and I'm trying to balance both because I have like no sense of saying no in my body at that time. I've got to do both. So I'm trying to go hang out, and then I'm trying to like get my kitchen repaired in my early 20s while I have friends that have like apartments or they're still living with their parents and they got maintenance to come or their parents is going to do. They don't have to worry about the same thing I had to worry about. So I had buyer's remorse early on. I think you bought early too?
Not that early, right? I was in my like late 20s, I think. But I also got a really good deal on a house. So I bought in 2011 after everything kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
So
I bought in 2012.
Yeah, that was fortunate. But I think so much of getting your shit together isn't just like financial. Although I do think if you get other aspects of your life together, financially you're gonna be way better off.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, but I still was doing like, I don't know, dumb shit. Like if you start to get your shit together and like, I don't know, ideally like taking better care of yourself, right? Like not burning it on both ends, like needlessly. Hopefully having like less addictions than you did before. Like even like the little petty shit. You know, like I would argue I was addicted to Tim Hortons at one point in time.
I used to smoke cigarettes.
Oh, I did too. I smoked cigarettes for. Oh,
I
it's
can't believe it.
embarrassing.
It is.
I gave up smoking.
I was
Yeah,
stressed.
almost 10 years ago. But
No stress. That was a while ago for me.
when we met, I was smoking. I was still smoking at the time.
I think you were
Or
just
I
giving
just
it up.
Quit.
Yep, you were just
But
giving it up.
not long before that, I was smoking like a pack and a half a day, 2 packs a day.
Damn, no, yeah, I never been there.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
always
wild.
buying. I did it like the crackhead way. I would buy like a cigarette.
Yeah.
And then go
Yeah.
from there.
No, I
Yeah, I was
smoked
going
a lot.
through it.
That was a tough battle, giving up smoking and stuff. But like stuff like that, I drank recklessly at one point.
Yeah.
You know, I was reckless with relationships at one point, right? So
What?
you get your stuff together eventually, and I think it all kind of it trickles down because like feeling decent money wise was probably like one of the most recent developments.
Yes,
'Cause
same.
I was like I always made decent money, but I wasn't
Never seen it for real.
good with it though.
Yep.
Like if I got it, I
know
spent it. And I don't really have any. I mean, I have some things to show for it, right? House, and a car, I guess.
Yeah.
You
Pay the
know.
bills.
Yeah, but again, like I probably should have motor short for. More to. Ow now, brown cow. I should have more to show for it than I do.
Yeah, and it's not to beat ourselves up, but it is like
No,
I
it's
think
way more fun, though.
it's fun to beat yourself up, I guess. But I think talking about it and then like sharing it with somebody else, knowing that we know we're not the only ones going through things like this in our 30. Yeah,
You want to talk about something scary?
it was scary.
Getting married and then having to like share with another person like the rat's nest that is your like finances. And,
Yeah,
like,
when you really try to.
all the shit you do that like
Brush it
nobody else
over.
sees you do.
Yep.
Yeah. That's scary. That's
Yeah, a
big
lot of
moment.
things. My shopping changed a lot. Like my shopping changed drastically, merging accounts with you. And it's like kind of having an accountability partner, I guess.
Kind of ran out of places to put it.
Yeah.
I suppose. Better late than never, but I don't think you ever stop.
No. So, okay, taking it back. So, fast forward to 2015, I had Kara. And that's when it was just like, I have to get life insurance on myself. I have to like, what if I die? You know? And those things just kept coming up for me. And it's just, I want to take a moment and say to people that it's very important to plan for your death. That's guaranteed for everybody. As scary as it
I
sounds,
don't
that's
think about
one
it.
thing that's guaranteed.
I don't want
Yeah, we're here, whether you want to call it borrowed time, small amount of time. It's just, that's something that we are educated on, to where you do leave your spouse set up to just grieve and not have to worry about all these other moving parts of, I'm not going to be able to afford to live in my house. I'm not going to be able to do this, that, and the third. Kara, you know, our kids, like we got a lot, Bella and Kara. You know, those expenses that come with it, college, and how do you do this as a single parent now? You have to think about those things. And again, taking this moment, if you have not, make sure you have a life insurance policy. It's just, that's something that you could set up generational wealth for. And that's one gift that you should always want to give to your spouse, or mainly your offspring. So get life insurance, you guys. Get life insurance. Most of the time it's like $30 to $50 a month, depending on what you got going on.
I mean, you're not setting them up with generational wealth off of.
No, but it has set them up better than you were set up, and it will set them up better than what our parents were set up.
Ideally.
So generational wealth is like whole life, or, you know, term, and, you know, things that you do and you invest in it. So look into it. I'm not saying a small policy will set up generational wealth, but it will get them a little bit further ahead than we were. That's the point.
Ideally, though, you don't meet that demise.
But it's just like they come up with new, I'm not saying like I'm just accepting of death and that's what the power of the tongue, and I'm trying to speak that upon myself.
If you just die of old age at like 98, your life insurance policy still pays out? Does it?
I believe so. Or
Like, no, but does it pay out regardless? Like,
Yeah.
no matter how you die,
yes.
it's getting paid out.
Yeah, the best thing is to do it like, just say you in your 30s and you pay into it until your 90s or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a vested. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like you vested at a certain amount, but it pays out. It still pays out.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. It was just like something I checked off at work and like my paycheck went into.
Yeah. So wanted to take that moment to make sure we share that with
PSA.
people. PSA. Life insurance is always important. If you want to say that you hate your spouse, don't get on life insurance.
No, that's when you do get it because you want to get paid out if they.
So those type of things I didn't really think that
Although
much
if you've
into.
just taken out a life insurance policy and your loved one ends up kicking the bucket, you are going to be suspect.
Yeah, first 48. Didn't we see a first 48
There's
like
a lot
that?
of them like
Yeah.
that. Chick was sleeping like a baby after she got him taken out.
On the porch.
Yeah.
Terrible. Those was one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys. Getting it together late does not mean that you're a failure. It's just waking up and realizing that you have business to take care of. Rich or wealthy is what you want it to be, right?
No, you're super hard on yourself about that though.
You think so?
Yeah, always. You're always really hard on yourself. Like, oh, I should have got together, this long ago, or I should have done this a couple years ago. And like, you're doing it now. So like, you can't do it now and then attack yourself for not having done it sooner.
Yeah.
It just doesn't benefit you. It doesn't benefit you.
Yeah, when I did myself a disservice. When you have the head start to where my dad made a shitload of money, took care of a family full of 6, didn't include them. I say that to say we all had college funds. We all had cars in high school. We all had like just certain things we were set up for. And to get of a certain age and you are taught the way, I'm going to be hard on myself because I did myself a disservice by not even following the shit that my parents was following. Now, do everybody go through that? Yeah, it's a nice amount of groups that still stray their own way and have to go their own path, but it does suck to where like there's no reason I have. Like there weren't statistics going against me.
It just doesn't do you any. It does you zero benefit though to then just emotionally beat up yourself though over what's in the rearview mirror. Like because you can't change it. It's just emotional energy wasted in self-abuse, right? It sucks. We should have done it sooner. We did it now. Good. We're checking it off. Doing better going forward. Yeah. That's all you can do.
And it's
you can't beat yourself up over
based
a mistake you
on your life is based on time. Concept of time, how you want to look at however you want to view it. You hear this statement all the time. What do you do with your 24 hours? And
sleep for at least 8 of them.
And that's the goal. They say you only need like 5 to 6
Nobody
hours.
says that. Everybody says you need 8. Unless like you're one of the genetic 3% of people that can wake up after 4 hours and feel great. A lot of people claim they're that. I don't think there's that many of them though. People are just burning it out. We're dead at 60.
Yeah, I mean, tomato, but what you do with your
massive amounts of stimulants.
24 hours is still what dictates how your life is gonna look for you.
Bottles and bottles of Adderall just stacked up in there.
Goddamn.
That's how some people do it.
I mean,
stimulants.
But it's just what you do with your 24 hours matter. And the older that you get, again, the concept of time is what are you gonna do to set up your legacy? It's not about us, Like, it's not about, like, having a kid. You want to be comfortable, but having children, having a child, how are their life going to look different from our lives? And how is it going to look different from past lives? That's how I look at it. How can I set Care Bear up to be as successful as possible and to live a comfortable life?
I don't know, but they're supposed to live to like 150, right? Like,
you think so?
At least 100, yeah. Like they say with like modern like medicine changes, like kids born after a certain year like live to like 125 or 150 years old.
When is that jump supposed to happen? Because people still dying at 80.
Like people that are born now are gonna they think they'll live for epically long amounts of time. Yeah, there's like predictions that like cancer will be eradicated in like the next 30 years.
It probably already can be, and they just going off the healthcare.
I don't. Yeah, being able to do it and like being able to do it, I don't know, in a way that benefits anybody to do it. I don't know where those cross up, but no, like with gene editing and stuff like that, they'll be able to just like type all that shit right out of you. CRISPR.
That's wild.
Look it up though.
Do you see, or do you think that people are more depressed in our age group, or is that something like that's of the past? Like, I think depression is at its highest.
The hardest
peak.
thing that's ever happened to you is the hardest thing that's ever happened to you, right? So, like, what somebody considers would be awful and depressing, it could be a drop in a bucket to somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't know, and like you could argue it's the easiest time ever to be alive, right? The least likely you are to be probably murdered on average, or like die of some disease, right? Like,
Yeah.
think about it. Like 100 years ago, like an infection and a cut could have taken you out.
Yeah, that's true. That was
You know?
somebody's biggest problem at that time.
Yeah, like the Spanish
getting
flu,
cut.
like 100 years ago, like almost, well, 105 years ago, right? Wiped out, what was it? Like 3%
1%.
of the population?
1% of the population.
It was a
Which
lot.
is a lot. Which is still a lot.
Yeah. They called it the Spanish flu as like a propaganda thing because World War I was going on, and like they didn't want to like say that because it was coming from like where the war was being fought in like in England, like they controlled the news in like the Western world.
Yeah.
So they didn't want people to think that you could not only get killed by like guns in World War I over if you went over there, but like if this flu was over there killing people too, people wouldn't sign up. So they said it was like the Spanish flu because Spain was like a neutral and the war wasn't being fought there, so they could say it was coming from there and everything would be okay. Learn that.
That's really informative.
Cut that out.
No, we are not. We are leaving that in.
No, but no. So like you could have been taken out by that shit, which now would have been highly treatable.
Yeah.
So it should be the least depressing time ever.
No,
Back in the day, like generally speaking, up until like recently in the world, poverty meant like you wouldn't be able to feed
Yes.
yourself or your family. Now you can be in abject poverty and have an obesity problem.
It's true.
I'm not saying that's okay or that like makes the being in abject poverty like any less awful.
Yeah.
But different problems is
Yeah.
the thing, right? Lack of
think-
fulfillment and stuff.
The poverty that we're dealing with right now is housing. Like, I think that's a big issue in the U.S. alone right
Yeah,
now.
probably. Because
This is a time to where our age group, even like my sister age group, who's in her like mid 40s, it's tough for a lot of people to be homeowners because it's like more affordable to rent, but rent is like an astronomical price. The average is $2,500 in the U.S. period, $2,500 for rent, which is more than our mortgage right now. For somebody to be renting, and that's the average medium in the USA. How are our peers gonna get a house and be a homeowner without, like, so many things are going against people as far as like getting your credit together? Once you understand getting your credit, and credit is how important credit is, you realize that later on. So you already got so many things. In fact, you got a family now. You probably have like anywhere from 2 to 4 kids. You might be a single parent, whether male or female. It's tough against you. It's made for a 2-person community across the board. And then it's already, they say the average 2-person household is $80,000. The average house is $400,000. You know how much you have to make for a $400,000 house? $400,000 house? $130,000 combined.
I mean, I don't know. It's definitely.
Housing is a problem in our community. So it's like, when you think of those things and you think of how rent is constantly going up for people and you want to get out of renting, but how? You're like on this hamster wheel. You can't figure shit out. You got to rob Peter to pay Paul. You trying to apply for all these grants. It's a lot going on in this goddamn world for people to be feeling like, it's tough to get it together. And I understand it.
Problems of the time.
But it's just like, what advice would you give people or your peers to at least try to get on the path to, figuring it out in your late 30s? Let's say that late 30s, if you're in the 30 and up club.
2 little mice fell into a bucket of cream.
Dude, I'm not about to play with her. What?
Yep.
What does
2
that
of them
mean?
Fell in, right? And they were swimming, right? They couldn't get out. One little mouse, he drowned. The other mouse, he didn't give up, and he swam so hard that his little legs turned that cream into butter. And once he did that, he climbed his way out.
He accidentally made butter and
He
became
kicked his legs so
a billionaire?
hard. No, he kicked his legs so hard, that little mouse, he turned that cream in that barrel into butter. So he wouldn't drown.
Okay.
And then he was able to climb out. Most stories just keep swimming.
My next video, I'm doing it by myself.
Keep kicking those legs. Churn that cream into butter.
So,
Climb your way out. Also, your friend's gonna drown. it's gonna be so sad for the rest. You're gonna have survivor's guilt and the whole bit, but
Dog, it's sick.
you're at least gonna get out of that one. You probably
Good.
probably
Good
get taken
advice.
out by a trap like 3 days later,
I
like
like
Ratatouille, but
Like who?
three. Ratatouille. 3 little mice. No, 2 mice. Do a bucket of cream.
I think that's great advice. I would piggyback off of that by saying,
Mouse, be careful around the open buckets.
I would piggyback off of saying, take your credit serious. Rather you have a light bulb go off today or a month from today, just don't let it be another year. Take your credit serious. Start paying back debts. It's no way around it unless you file bankruptcy, which that stays on for over 10 years. I don't care if somebody say you can go and buy a house for, in 2 years, you're gonna have the highest interest rate ever. So as soon as you get this house, something that probably would cost somebody that has good credit $1,300 is gonna cost you like $2,700 or more with it constantly going up. Pay your debts off. What's the next thing? Because I'm just now paying mine off. And that's my gift to you. Pay that shit off. Don't overspend. Sit down for 2 years if you can. This is probably like our second year, like not doing a lot of things. We do vacations. Like we'll try to reward ourselves. But as far as
We don't eat out or anything.
we don't eat out. Just if you can do that for a good 2, maybe 3 years, it sounds like a long bid.
Every now and then you go do something.
Because this is
Generally
actually
speaking,
our
we-
third year. If you think about it, when we planned for the wedding, we
Yeah,
kind of
we
sat
were
down.
saving for certain things, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough, but yeah, it does help, especially if you and try not to like substitute that with like DoorDash and that
Yep.
shit. That's so expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier to say.
Yeah, this is not a preachy thing.
Then
This is
do,
truly
but
like giving advice to, I wish
If
somebody
you
would
can
have
do
let
it,
me
it is
know.
helpful, or at least try to cut back.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier to stay in shape and shit too, like while you're at it.
Yep. Eat
You know.
cleaner. Do your body good. Stop drinking. Stop drinking as often. And this is somebody that has drunk. And every blue moon, I still crave a good champagne bottle of champagne. But it's just cutting back those unnecessary debts. Meaning like subscriptions. You could sit and say like subscriptions it's $10 here, $12 there. Like that adds up. When you don't allocate your money correctly, like see what your budget actually look like. A lot of people don't know. They say a lot of people don't know what they spend in a month.
I had no idea
Yep.
until she started doing her budget.
I didn't know
Which was
either.
Very helpful.
I didn't know either. I started writing everything down, budgeting everything. I put it in a computer. I send it over to him as a monthly budget. This is what we can do. We have no room for nothing this month. We're putting this here. We're doing this there. And it's just like being a nerd with your finances will change your life. It's going to be rough the first couple of months to a year. It's rough. You sit and you miss your friends. You want to go and hang out. But if you sit and have like that
I don't
delayed...
think we have friends anymore.
We have friends. I just got a text from Best.
Do we?
Yeah.
We still have friends.
We still have friends.
Okay.
Because it would seem like you're isolating, but you're actually just allocating your money correctly. You're not putting too much in your gas tank because you don't have to. The same thing a phone would do. No, shoot text messages and call your people. Like, do, monthly meetups, bi-monthly. But yeah, if I can give anything to anyone, it's just trying to do a lot better with finances. And whether you realize it now or a little bit later, just try to realize it because that's based on how your life will be and how your kids' life will be. All right, you want to end it with anything, baby love?
Sounds good.
Yes. All right, if you want to see any more videos, please give us a thumbs up. Give us a red heart if you stayed all the way to the end. Because I love my husband. You're supposed to be like, I love my wife.
I love my wife.
Period. All right, guys. Thank you for being in the bottom bond. Talk to you later.
Bye.